Good afternoon. I'm Heather Crawford. We are following some breaking news right now. A JSO officer has been seriously injured, according to the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, after he was hit by a suspect's vehicle. Now, that suspect, according to police, was wanted in connection to a robbery, a kidnapping, and an auto theft in the Mayport area. So we have a crew right now on the way to that scene. And while that is a developing story, we're working right now to determine if it might be connected to a situation unfolding on Atlantic Boulevard at St. John's Bluff Road. Right now, traffic at this intersection is shut down. There's a very large police presence. You can see right there on this traffic cam. Here again, Atlantic Boulevard at St. John's Bluff Road. We also have crews headed to that scene. So again, two scenes unfolding. Okay, my producer's just telling me in my ear right now, we can tell you that these two scenes are connected. So what we know right now, according to the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, an officer has been seriously injured, hit by a suspect's vehicle, a suspect wanted in connection to this robbery, kidnapping, and auto theft. That was in the Mayport area. And then over at Atlantic Boulevard and St. John's Bluff Road, you're going to want to avoid that area because traffic is shut down right now. We have crews at both scenes working to get more information. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office also tweeting out that they are going to be releasing more information in just a few minutes. So we're going to stay on top of this story. Be sure to follow us on firstcoastnews.com and all of our social media platforms, and we will have live reports for you coming up on this officer seriously injured tonight on First Coast News at 5. For now, we'll return you to regular programming. Good afternoon. We are coming on air at this hour with some breaking news in two different areas, in the Mayport area and also at St. John's Bluff and Atlantic Boulevard. Now, JSO tells us that an officer has been seriously injured after being hit by a suspect's vehicle. Police are telling everyone to avoid St. John's Bluff and Atlantic Boulevard until further notice. Now, this suspect, according to JSO, was wanted in connection to a robbery, kidnapping, and auto theft in the Mayport area. This did not happen on base, according to a base spokesperson. This is the scene earlier, but we know that the traffic in the Mayport area is very congested right now. We have crews there and also at the St. John's Bluff Atlantic Boulevard scene. That is where a witness tells our crew on the scene that there was a chase, an SUV hit a pole, and then police were seen with their weapons drawn. Later, first responders, they say, were seen pulling at least one person out of an SUV. We want to go live now to our reporter, Eric Alvarez, who's on your scene. He joins us on your side. He joins us live right now from the intersection of Atlantic Boulevard and St. John's Bluff Road. So, Eric, I see a lot of police behind you right now. Describe what's happening there.
Yeah, well, first of all, right now this entire area is blocked off to traffic, as right now the investigators with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office are trying to figure out exactly what happened here. We'll give you a closer look. Here in your screen you see obviously the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, but you also see what appears to be a gray SUV. The windows on the passenger side are completely blown out. The front end is caved in. We're still unsure exactly what happened here, but we can also tell you a utility pole has been snapped in half, and there is a JEA truck here on the scene waiting to come in and make those repairs as soon as this investigation is complete. Once again, a witness here at the scene tells us that there was a chase, and this is all connected to, according to the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, a robbery, kidnapping, auto theft in the Mayport area. We do understand an officer was seriously injured after being hit by a suspect vehicle. We will stay here and find out more information and bring it to you as soon as it becomes available. Heather?
So much. So Eric's monitoring the situation there. We also have a crew in the Mayport area. Again, here is a live look at the scene at Atlantic Boulevard and St. John's Bluff from our tower cam. Avoid this area. It is shut down. Police say avoided the area to further notice. Now, I want to also let you know that the Jacksonville Transportation Authority, the JTA, has just let us know that due to heavy police activity in the area, several bus routes are being detoured until further notice. So we've posted this on our Twitter account, but it's routes 10 18, 23, 24, 109, and 202. Those are bus routes. JTA is detouring until further notice due to all the police activity that is going on. Also, we just got this tweet from Mayor Lenny Curry, who says, "Join me and pray for this officer, pray for those in pursuit of this criminal." Now, we have not been able to confirm yet whether or not that suspect who police were searching for has been apprehended. We have crews spread out across the area trying to get more information. But again, the latest developing story right now, a Jacksonville Sheriff's Office officer has been hit by a suspect. He has been seriously injured and is in the hospital right now. We have a crew headed to the hospital as well. We're going to continue to update you on air and online as soon as we get new information, and we will have live team coverage for you coming up starting at 5 o'clock on First Coast News. For now, we'll send you back to regular programming.
This has been a First Coast News special report.
Good evening. We are following breaking news first at 5 tonight. A JSO officer has been seriously injured after being hit by a suspect's vehicle. And right now we know that there are big traffic delays both in the Mayport area and also in the area of St. John's Bluff Road and Atlantic Boulevard, where right now parts of Atlantic Boulevard are shut down.
And we know that officer has been taken to Memorial Hospital, and JSO just sent a tweet saying that for those with loved ones working today for JSO, family of officer injured has been notified. And we see all over social media prayers going out to that officer. We don't know who it is just yet. We have crews spread out all across the area as there are multiple scenes with this incident. And we believe it all started in the Mayport area this afternoon. JSO says they are working a robbery, a kidnapping, and a theft in that area. Witnesses on the scene at St. John's Bluff and Atlantic Boulevard tell us there was a chase and then an SUV slammed into a pole, and we know at least one person was pulled out of that car.
Now, we have live team coverage for you tonight. Eric Alvarez is at St. John's Bluff Road where the SUV crashed into a power pole. Our Troy Kless is at Memorial Hospital with an update on the officer's condition. But first, we want to begin with Jeff Vallon in Mayport. And Jeff, do you know, was the officer struck in that area?